Have you ever stared blankly at your screen or a seemingly endless to-do list, feeling utterly overwhelmed? And felt utterly drained? Like you have absolutely nothing left to give no matter how hard you try to push through? That feeling of being completely depleted? That's not just ordinary tiredness, it's burnout. It's a signal your body and mind are sending you. Burnout is a deep, chronic exhaustion, a state of emotional, physical, and mental fatigue. It's an exhaustion that sleep alone simply can't fix, no matter how many hours you log. It disconnects you from your work, the things that once brought you joy, your passions, and even the precious connections with the people you love, leaving you feeling isolated. If this sounds familiar, if any of this resonates with you, please know that you're definitely not alone. Burnout is everywhere in our fast-paced, demanding world. It's a widespread issue affecting countless individuals. It's more than just a bad week or a temporary slump. It's a persistent depletion, a chronic drain of your physical, mental, and emotional energy reserves. Imagine trying to drive a car on empty, with the fuel gauge needle firmly planted on E, hoping against hope that you'll somehow make it just a little further down the road. That's precisely what burnout feels like. At Mindbloom Haven, we firmly believe that the very first step towards healing and recovery is truly understanding what you're experiencing, acknowledging the reality of your situation. We're here to help you gently reclaim your energy and vitality, and certainly not by adding even more tasks or responsibilities to your already overflowing plate, but rather by gently and intentionally removing the things that are weighing you down, contributing to your stress and exhaustion. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore 4 simple, yet incredibly powerful techniques setting healthy boundaries, practicing restorative rest and relaxation, using mindfulness and meditation, and reconnecting with your core values and your true purpose in life. These aren't quick fixes or overnight solutions, but rather small, mindful steps that you can take each day toward building a more resilient and joyful life. You absolutely deserve to feel vibrant, energized, and at peace within yourself. So let's take a deep breath together, consciously release the pressure, and begin this transformative journey together. Let's learn how to fill our own cups, prioritizing our own well-being so that we can give to others from a place of genuine abundance and overflowing energy. So, what is burnout? The World Health Organization calls it a result of chronic workplace stress, but its effects reach far beyond the office. Burnout shows up as exhaustion, cynicism, and a sense of ineffectiveness. You feel tired all the time, detached from your responsibilities, and doubt your abilities. Chronic stress keeps your body in fight or flight mode, flooding you with cortisol and making you more vulnerable to illness and sleep problems. Mentally, burnout can cause brain fog, irritability, and anxiety. It's not a personal failing, it's your mind and body's response to being overextended. Recognizing these signs is an act of self-compassion. Your exhaustion is real and valid. The symptoms may start subtly: procrastination, cynicism, emotional numbness, but can grow into a profound depletion. Understanding that burnout is a legitimate response to an unsustainable situation is empowering. It's the first step toward reclaiming your energy and joy. Let's move forward with that knowledge. Meet Eli. He seems like someone we all know, perhaps even ourselves. On the outside, he's a successful project manager, always exceeding expectations. He's also a loving partner, building a life with someone special. And to top it off, he's everyone's go-to helper, the one people rely on to solve problems and offer support. He's a true team player. His days are packed with meetings, often back-to-back, leaving little room to breathe. Deadlines looming large and ever-present, creating a constant sense of urgency. And family commitments. He's always on, always delivering, whether it's at work or at home. But lately, Eli feels hollow, like a shell of his former self. The satisfaction from his achievements is gone, replaced by numbness, a void where passion used to be, and fatigue. A deep, bone-weary exhaustion that sleep doesn't seem to fix. He stares blankly at his screen, the cursor blinking mockingly, a symbol of his inability to focus. Struggles to connect with loved ones, the conversations feeling forced and superficial. And even his favorite hobbies feel overwhelming, requiring an energy he simply doesn't possess. The root of Eli's burnout? Chronic overwork and blurred boundaries, the silent killers of well-being. Work invades every hour and he feels powerless to change it, trapped in a cycle of constant demands. He's lost touch with his purpose, buried under endless tasks and obligations, losing sight of what truly matters. Eli's story is all too common. Many of us are running on empty, our reserves depleted, trying to meet impossible demands, striving for perfection in a world that rarely allows it. Recognizing ourselves in Eli's struggle is the first step toward change, acknowledging that something needs to be different. Burnout isn't a personal flaw, it's a signal that something needs to shift, a warning light flashing on your internal dashboard. If you see yourself in Eli, know that you can choose a different path, one that leads to greater well-being and fulfillment. It starts with small, intentional changes. Let's explore how and begin the journey towards a healthier, more balanced life. One of the most effective ways to fight burnout is by setting boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls, they're fences that protect your energy and well-being. When boundaries disappear, we become depleted. Reclaiming them is an act of self-respect. Setting a boundary means deciding what you will and won't do, and communicating that clearly. Saying no isn't selfish. It's saying yes to your mental health and your time. For Eli, this could mean turning off work notifications after 6 p.m. and on weekends. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, but over time, it teaches others, and himself, that his personal time matters. Boundaries create space for true rest and reduce the stress of being always on. Start small. Don't check email first thing in the morning or take a real lunch break away from your desk. These small acts build a foundation of self-respect and help refill your energy tank. Remember, protecting your time is protecting your well-being. Boundaries are the first step to reclaiming your life from burnout. When you're exhausted, more sleep might help. But burnout often needs a different kind of rest, restorative rest. Restorative rest isn't just doing nothing. It's about activities that soothe your nervous system and replenish your energy. It's the difference between mindlessly scrolling your phone and intentionally doing something that calms you. Restorative rest activates your body's rest and digest mode, lowering stress and allowing deep recovery. For Eli, this could mean dedicating an hour on Sunday to listen to calming music, try gentle yoga, or simply sit in the garden. The key is to choose something that feels nourishing, not like another task. For you, it might be a warm bath, reading, or time in nature. Schedule these moments into your week. They're essential, not optional. By prioritizing restorative rest, you send a message to yourself. You are worthy of care. Let your mind and body recharge. Burnout can make your mind feel like a storm of anxious thoughts and worries. Mindfulness offers a gentle anchor. It's simply paying attention to the present moment, on purpose, without judgment. You don't have to stop your thoughts, just notice them and let them pass. Mindfulness helps calm the brain's stress response and strengthens your ability to regulate emotions. Try this. When you feel overwhelmed, close your eyes, focus on your breath, and notice the rise and fall of your belly. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. Even 1 minute can help soften anxiety and create a pocket of peace. You don't need special tools. Practice at your desk, in line, or before a tough conversation. The goal isn't perfect calm, but a moment of pause. With practice, you'll break the cycle of stress and create more space for clarity. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for healing burnout. Burnout often leaves us feeling disconnected, adrift, and uncertain about our place in the world. It can feel like the very essence of what drives you has been extinguished. The things that once inspired us, the projects we eagerly anticipated, now feel like burdens, heavy weights dragging us down. The joy is gone, replaced by a sense of obligation and dread. Reconnecting with your why, that core reason for doing what you do, is a key step in recovery. It shifts your focus from the overwhelming tasks to the underlying meaning and purpose. When you remember your values and passions, when you tap into what truly matters to you, even small actions can feel significant and fulfilling. It's about finding the extraordinary in the ordinary. For Eli, who's experiencing burnout, this might mean mentoring a colleague, sharing his knowledge and experience to guide someone else, or volunteering for a cause he cares about, reminding himself that his work and life have impact, that he's contributing to something larger than himself. You don't need a grand mission or a sweeping gesture. Find meaning in everyday actions that align with your values, the things that resonate with your soul. Helping others in small ways, expressing yourself through creating, expanding your mind through learning. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me deep down? What are the principles I want to live by? What makes me feel alive, energized, and connected to something bigger than myself? Choose one small action this week that reflects your core values. Write it down in a journal or on a sticky note. Let it guide you and inform your choices. Reconnecting with your purpose is a powerful antidote to burnout, cynicism, and detachment. It's a way to reclaim your sense of self and your passion for life. Your life is more than a to-do list filled with tasks and obligations. It's a story you're writing, a narrative you're creating with every choice you make. Try one of these 4 techniques: setting healthy boundaries to protect your time and energy, prioritizing rest and recovery to recharge your batteries, cultivating mindfulness to stay present and grounded, or reconnecting with your sense of purpose, and see how it feels. You're not alone in this struggle. Your healing journey starts now, and every small step forward is a victory.